Before we dive into the ingenuity of the ancient Puebloans, I want to ask you to hit that subscribe button if you love uncovering the strategies of past civilizations. Trust me, this is one episode that will reshape how you see survival, architecture, and human adaptability. By the end, you'll not only understand how these master builders thrived in some of North America's harshest environments, but also how their techniques can inspire modern survivalists and anyone facing arid climates today. Understanding the challenges of the arid Southwest was crucial to Puebloan survival. The ancient Puebloans, often referred to as ancestral Puebloans, inhabited regions that today comprise parts of Arizona, New Mexico, Utah, and Colorado. These areas were characterized by unpredictable rainfall, extreme temperature swings, and scarce water sources. Unlike regions with fertile plains and abundant rivers, these people had to read the land, predict seasonal cycles, and adapt every aspect of daily life to an unforgiving environment. Their survival was not accidental. It was a product of careful observation and innovation passed down through generations. Modern survivalists can learn from their patience and planning. For example, before planting or settling in a dry area today, one could conduct long-term observation of water flow, soil moisture, and natural shade patterns, mirroring the Puebloan approach. They chose locations that maximize natural resources and protection. Puebloan settlements were rarely random. Many were constructed on mesas, in cliff alcoves, or near reliable springs. These locations were not just defensive, they were strategic. Cliffs offered protection from enemy raids, but more importantly, they created microclimates. The overhanging rock provided shade during the searing summer months and retained warmth during cold desert nights. Modern builders and survivalists can mimic this principle by selecting building sites that take advantage of natural shade, windbreaks, or heat retention to reduce energy use and increase comfort. For those in dry climates today, orienting structures to minimize sun exposure in summer while maximizing passive solar heating in winter is a direct application of this ancient wisdom. Their architecture reflected a deep understanding of temperature and moisture control. The iconic Puebloan multi-story structures were more than just communal housing. They were climate-controlled environments. Thick sandstone and adobe walls provided insulation, keeping interiors cool in summer and warm in winter. Small, strategically placed windows minimized heat gain, while still allowing ventilation. Roofs often sloped subtly to manage runoff, ensuring that rare rainwater did not erode foundations. For modern preppers, this approach offers a blueprint for passive temperature control without relying on electricity. Building with thick walls, designing overhangs or orienting windows to catch cooling breezes are practical ways to apply these principles. They engineered, really sophisticated water management systems. Water was the lifeblood of Puebloan survival, and their ingenuity in capturing, storing, and distributing it is honestly quite remarkable. They constructed reservoirs, check dams, and channels to collect runoff from those rare storms. Terraced fields slowed water flow, preventing soil erosion and, maximizing absorption. Today, anyone facing arid conditions can, in fact, take inspiration from this. Rainwater harvesting, terracing sloped gardens, or building small retention basins for irrigation are direct applications of Puebloan strategies. Even simple steps like directing roof runoff into storage barrels can, dramatically improve sustainability in dry regions. They adapted their agriculture to the rhythms of the desert. The ancient Puebloans cultivated drought-resistant crops like maize, beans and squash, often planting in sandy washes that naturally retain moisture. They practiced companion planting to maximize yields and, reduce soil depletion. Knowledge of seasonal cycles and frost patterns dictated planting and harvesting, ensuring survival despite erratic rainfall. For modern survivalists or permaculture enthusiasts, emulating this strategy involves observing local microclimates, choosing resilient crops, and timing planting to natural moisture availability rather than relying solely on artificial irrigation. Simple steps, such as planting in small, moisture-retaining depressions or using mulch to preserve soil humidity, mirror Puebloan techniques. Their cultural practices reinforced climate resilience. Survival wasn't just technical, it was cultural. Puebloan rituals often synchronized with environmental cycles, reinforcing knowledge transfer and ensuring community coordination. Ceremonies marking planting or harvest seasons weren't mere tradition. They were communal planning tools. In modern context, this really underscores the importance of observation, routine, and shared knowledge in building resilience. Families or communities managing scarce resources can benefit from adopting seasonal rituals or check-ins to coordinate planting, water usage, and maintenance tasks. You can learn from the ancient Puebloans by combining observation architecture and water strategies. The overarching lesson from Puebloan ingenuity is really integration. Their survival depended not on a single strategy, but on combining careful observation, adaptive architecture, water management, and agricultural innovation. For anyone today facing arid conditions, these principles still remain, quite relevant. Start by observing your environment, and then adapt shelter and agriculture to its natural rhythms. Capture water where it falls, protect your crops from extreme temperatures, and build structures that naturally regulate climate. By studying ancient Puebloan adaptations, we gain more than just historical knowledge. We actually acquire practical survival strategies that are, honestly, timeless. Their resilience proves that intelligent planning, intimate knowledge of your environment, and communal coordination can transform even the harshest climates into habitable, sustainable spaces. If you found these insights fascinating and want to dive deeper into the lives of ancient master builders and survivalists, make sure to subscribe to the channel and share this video with fellow history enthusiasts. The ancient Puebloans left us a blueprint, not only for survival, but for thriving in the face of adversity, knowledge that we can carry forward into our modern lives.